Giants want a touchdown here. You know, it's been interesting, Carlson. Started to the Giant quarterback. The touchdown ratio in the red zone, 59%. With the other quarterback, it was 32%. Winston and Wilson. First and goal to Knox. Robinson in motion from right
he
to
wants
left.
to start this drive with a pass.
Damn it.
Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play. And they are in business at the 24. Great place to start for this offense.
28 seconds remaining.
They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, having met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
The Beavers trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Giants up 14-3.
And the pressure gets him back in the 8-yard line.
For quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball
going to be coming
so
out here
close
for
to
the
the
New
goal line.
York
You might get
Giants.
sacked.
Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Eagles are down to the Buffalo 33-yard line.
Defense
They're
rolls
up
up
7-0.
deep in its own
Dallas
end
got
on
it
that
with a
last play.
touchdown
Now
there.
a second and
Saw
long coming.
A.J. Brown make a nice catch up the right sideline. He's up to 4 grabs.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Eagles drive that
Listen,
now has
the
a
offensive
3rd
coordinator's
and 9.
best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw it behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Mason. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
I thought it was going to get live, but I
From
didn't see it.
inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their
So,
field
4th and 5
position.
now for Philly
Really
from
disciplined
Buffalo
job by the
29.
coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back in the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
A disaster. Because if he misses this, it's going to be rough.
Offense changing the play.
It is a 47-yard field goal, and
Off the
it
play
is
fake.
good.
Under
Eagles
fire.
10, Bills
On the move
6
to the
with
right, looking for a
5:02
big
play
one.
in the
And
first
he's got
half.
it. Inside the
With the Buffalo
35.
Bills, they've got 124 yards of offense.
And
Eagles
that
have
is such an
113
accurate
yards. So
throw. It's
neither
one thing
offense
to
is
do
setting
it
the
from
world
the
on fire
pocket when
here.
you have your
But
feet set
the Bills,
underneath you.
50
But
of
when
those
you can get
yards came on
outside,
that one
off
play to Brandon
schedule, on
Cooks
the
that didn't
move,
result in
and
anything
throw a
because
dart
Josh
like
Allen
that,
lost a fumble
that
like
is
plays
just
later.
big time, and the offense
They have
gets a
not
huge
sustained
explosive play.
offense, the Buffalo Bills. They are just 1 for 3 on 3rd down so far in this game, and they are down by 10 with 5:03 remaining in the first half. So looking at some of the early window games here, Joe, and some of the top performers. Your guy, Chase Brown, I know you had him going in the lineup today. 141 total yards
for
for
a
Chase
huge
Brown.
chunk of
2
yards on
more
that last one. They'll
touchdowns
try
for
to
Chase
do it
Brown,
again here,
who
1st and
came
10 from the
into the
33.
day as RB12 in fantasy points per game. I guess he's probably up to about RB10 now, but with a decent game next week, He's going to finish the year as an RB1 for fantasy. And through the first half of the season, it looked like that ship had sailed. He was going to go down as a fantasy pick. But if you somehow managed to get into the playoffs, if you had Chase Brown, you've been riding him. And he's been carrying you potentially to a fantasy championship.
He learned a couple of lessons. He learned a couple of lessons that, like, just because a guy is a bust doesn't mean he's going to be a bust.
And the Bulls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
I think you're going to. In the case of somebody like Armante, that's just because they look like a lead winner for 6 weeks doesn't mean they're going to do that.
But he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I wish I took my own advice.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be.
There he goes. The right answer, because Chase Brown was going to get top picks. You might have been one for the first month of the season.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
It is so important to point out that you can be 1-3-0-4
back to the ground with the running back.
Or you could be 3-1 and keep your oh, my only loss to the highest
this
scoring
running
team
back was not
going to
be denied.
Somebody
nice
gets hurt.
Blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take
Happens
advantage.
every year. It is a long season. Now, I'm looking at the game log for Chase Brown, and through the first 6 games of the season, first of all, he scored one, and then didn't score again any of the next 6
And let's check
so
in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
and
Kevin?
through the first 6 games of the season, he was averaging about 60 total yards.
Oklahoma State looked
awful.
like a serious
But to
force
close the year,
in
the
what
second
can only
half
be
of the
described
year,
as a dominant win. This is a program with a
he
case
ripped
full
off
of
6
trophies,
straight games with at
and
least
they might
100
just
total
add some
yards.
more hardware
And then the
before
last
this year is
4
out.
games of the
This
season,
game may or may
including this
not
week,
impact the college
7
football
total
playoff
touchdowns
fellas,
in the last
but
4
it's
games.
bound to shake up the
So
Pac-12
he
standings.
absolutely
Kevin, thanks a
was
lot
like
for that one.
Lee
Sounds as if
Again,
they had a
through
good
6
one there.
weeks of the season, he looked like somebody who, if you used a 3rd-round pick or even a 2nd-round pick on
He's
him,
got the back.
you're like, well, my season's over. This guy's finished.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a
Yeah,
short
right. And
gain.
if Joe Burrow doesn't get hurt, we're
It's
Chase
early
Brown
in the
now,
game,
top
and
5.
as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very
It was
important
the
because
Jake
that's what
Brown.
helps
I mean, he got
you
off the
feet
slow
underneath
start.
you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking
So
shots.
he was much better with Flacco, and then now with
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Good room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Reverse
From the
to down by
39-yard
contact.
line, it's
But
1st and
boy,
10.
he gets upended and the ball comes loose. The Eagle brings out and they change
Now
the
to throw.
expedited reduce that no fumble.
Hit
But
hard
boy,
as he
he was
released the
wide
ball on that
open.
first down pass, and it never had a chance.
So, wow, you have
Backed
a
up now,
huge
here's
spread
2nd and
over there
long.
for Buffalo in their own territory here. They've got a 3rd and 18 coming up now.
Looking to
They're
throw
up
again.
24
They'll
with
throw it
4
to the back
minutes
on the
and 20
screen.
seconds remaining
And that
in the
did
half.
not
Meanwhile, the
work.
Giants and
Defense
Raiders
smelled
average
that one out
halftime
from the beginning.
17-3. So the
Well, the
Giants
defense
made
sniffed
that
that
field
screen
goal.
out
Was
perfectly.
inspired.
All the
End
D
of the half.
linemen, they were
It is
reading
a
the body
14-point
language of the
Giants
offensive
lead.
line. They knew
Devin
something was up,
Singletary
and when the
Jackson
screen
Dart
pass got
each
thrown,
with a
they were
rushing
right there to
touchdown.
make the tackle.
And Wan'Dale
Line is
Robinson,
set on 3rd down.
9 catches on 10 targets, 97 receiving yards in the first half. And for the
Looking to
Raiders,
throw, and he needs a
Ashton
chunk
Jeanty
play.
had the big game.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally
Looks like
knock
the
him down
Bills
to
are going to have to
41.
punt it back to Philly with about
And I
3.5
love the
minutes
awareness by
left
the
in the
wide
half.
receiver
With
on
Philly
that
up
play
10
because
to
I'm
nothing.
not sure
We
that
will step
route
aside
was
for a
supposed to be
quick
that
break. We'll
deep.
bring in our
You
guy
gotta
Jeremy
wonder if the
Hooper
receiver
to get
decided
caught up on all
maybe
the
to
top
adjust the
fantasy
route a little
performers
bit
so far
to
here
make
in
sure
Week
that he got the
17.
first down.
It is time for your fantasy
Blasted
picks.
as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big
Thank you
throw,
so much,
catch and run
guys.
on
We
that
start
one.
with the QBs. Where it
Looks
was
as if we have an
midday
injury
in
on that
December.
last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Right. He throws it toward the end zone. The pass was a sliding reception. It's made for a touchdown. Patriots with the grab from New England. That's the rookie, Captain Chisholm III. Patriots Radio on Sirius XM, the fifth and final touchdown pass of the day for Drake May. Patriots second-year QB threw for 256
and the Beavers
yards.
have it
Also
in scoring
had
position on
22
first
rushing
and goal.
yards. Trevor Lawrence, 263 through the air with 2 rushing touchdowns, 26 yards rushing, and a pick. Johnny Big Day threw 333 along with 2 touchdowns, also had 6 yards rushing. Joe Burrow 305 to the air with a pair of passing TDs. Baker Mayfield 346 through the air with a pair of touchdowns. Also had 2 interceptions, fumble, also had 16 rushing. Cam Ward 251 through the air with a pair of passing touchdowns. He ran for 10 yards and fumble. 70% 212 through the air with a pair of passing
Man down on the play as the
Quinn
officials
Ewers
take a break to
made the
let
start
him be
again
checked
for
out.
the Dolphins. He threw for 172 and a pair of passing touchdowns on his team. Running back spot, guys are talking about him. Chase Brown, 101 on the ground with a pair of touchdowns, 3 catches for 40 yards. Zach Charbonnet, 110 on the ground with a pair of touchdowns. He caught 2 balls for 12
The
yards.
pressure ramps
Andre
up
Stevenson,
on
he had
third
a
and
nice
goal.
day with 47 yards rushing, as well as a touchdown, had 5 catches for 55 yards. Breece Hall with 111 on the ground with a rushing touchdown, 2 catches for 18 yards. Audric Estime, he
Trying to
ran for
pick up
94
a
yards,
first down.
touchdown, and 1 catch for 4 yards. Wide receiver spot today, 8 ground and 119 yards by touchdown for Chris Godwin. Lamar Chase had 7 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. Chris Godwin, 7 catches, 108 yards and a TD. His Devon Diggs had a nice day. The Patriots catches 6 catches, 101 yards and a TD. Michael Wilson, 5 ground, 89 yards and a touchdown from Washington.
Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to take the points.
10 catches, 76 yards, touchdown. Frank Golson, 5 grabs, 58 yards, and a TD. Philip Fongo, 3 catches, 5 yards, and touchdown. Hunter Henry, 3 grabs, 49 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Injury news today. Darnell Washington suffered a broken arm. Shaheed suffered a concussion. JT Sanders, a broken ankle.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
His heel. An active watch in the Sunday later. George Kittle and Ricky Pearsall both questionable for the 49ers. ESPN reports Kittle is highly likely to play. DJ Moore and Andre Zacchaeus questionable for Bears due to illness. That's your fantasy fix. I'm Cherby Cool.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Experts on fantasy sports radio.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Sports radio.
From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure.
So fucking see over there.
And the Bulls line up to run it away. Yeah, now not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. I only used him twice in that victory last week. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
He does a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy.
There's an alley to the left. Game, but they on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
It's all happening on SiriusXM. There's hardly no channel 90.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal.
Jumbo Casino is now partnering with
Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Peter.
And this offense here halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing. Ball forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up.
Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
Best mobile network
And the
in the
extra
U.S.
point
is
puts them on
T-Mobile.
top
T-Mobile
21-7.
network has the most advanced 5G with more towers and their segmentation further than ever. So you can
And he'll
text
just
instant
take
talk
a knee, and this
and
drive will
you
start
won't
at the
bleed.
25. South Florida has it back in the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense.
Eagles single-season record as tight end. With 11 touchdowns on the year, building up to nothing over the Buffalo Bills. Here at Sirius XM, Fantasy Football Game Day. Championship Week Edition, Week 17. He's Joe Dolan, I'm Paul Kelly. We've got the Giants and Raiders at the half with the G-Men up 17-3 with Philly and Buffalo. Still about 90 seconds remaining. The Eagles driving here at the end of the first half. They've got it at the Buffalo 34-yard line. And let's see if we can get this feed up there and see if the Eagles can get this 10-point lead as we go live to Jalen Hurts in the Philly offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Beavers have it with a first and 10.
Second down at the bottom.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Looking
downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
And he's been arguably as good a receiver in football since he could lead this game.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Beavers come to the line on third and short,
trade
trying
for
to
Tank
convert here.
hasn't
Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
All right, defense. it ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs
A.J.
here.
Brown,
We're
5
gonna need to
catches
change
for
this up,
68
find
yards.
something
Saquon
we can
is
disrupt
11
the
carries,
quarterback and mess up this
51.
offense a little bit.
And on the other side for Buffalo, Josh Allen with 90 passing yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's likely where they're going to handle this back in the
You
ball.
know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it.
Joe, not a single pass.
Oh.
They've got 23 seconds.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He's got him for a big play. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
That's caught. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Line getting set on second down.
And it is incomplete. Looking for Waters.
To the ground with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We have reached the turn timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
They're spreading out that defense. He likes to take advantage of those
The Bulls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Given it's a 3-7 up the first. Now it's a 3rd and 8. The Eagles still have one side.
Snap from the gun on third down. Connection to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll leave it with him. What a job. Brian, he'll lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff to Johnson. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time we get the ball. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play.
What the?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
13, Buffalo 0. And yes, the Eagles will have to pick it off to the Bills, but a 13-point lead here for Philly, and the Eagles did get the ball first, right? So Buffalo gets
in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum, something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They probably would argue that they wouldn't get a first down in for a touchdown, but nonetheless, an impressive first down.
Yeah, especially
And with the extra
defensively,
point, they
Buffalo's
trail by
just
2 touchdowns,
124 yards
28-14.
of offense.
We check in with
13-0.
Kevin Connors.
Philly
What's
over
going on,
Buffalo,
Kevin?
just 8
Fellas,
seconds
it's your
remaining.
triple zeros
Giants
in
and
a
Raiders on
captivating
the
game
third quarter
today in
action
the
with the G-Men up
American.
17-3.
Tulsa found
Raiders
a way
have
to
the
pull
football
out a
third and
victory.
13
It
at
wasn't
their own
vintage Golden
34
Hurricanes football.
yards.
Those folks in Chapman
Time
Stadium
for us. We're
won't
back in
remember
3
this one
minutes to
forever.
celebrate the
What
top
they will
fantasy
remember,
corner
it
at
was
each
a W.
position. Players of glory
Always fun
for
to see two of the
championship
better
week.
programs in
Coming
the
up next
American
on
duking
Sirius
out. A good
XM
barometer
Fantasy
for
Football
both
Game Day.
coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's got his man. Makes the grab.
What?
Still running at the 40.
The biggest high-energy hits from the
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've gotten the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
The Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Stir up juicy in-game drama for your game.
Back to throw, it's Murphy.
Comfort watch to get you through the cold.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
All the latest in-game and
Second
online
quarter,
drama. You can find
getting closer
content
to
on
the
Sirius
half.
XM
Offense
and
is still
both
having a
wherever
lot
you
of
get your
success
podcasts.
stringing
Don't
some
forget
first
College
downs
Star,
together.
so you never miss
Defense is
out.
going to need to figure something out
It's
before they get
football
to
season,
halftime.
and you know what they say. The best
Trying to
offense
set up
starts
the
with a
screen.
great defense.
That
But also
completion gets them
your biggest
inside the
opponent
10,
is
and the
identity
defense
thieves.
is running
They're
out
out
of
there
room
looking
to
to steal
defend.
your personal information.
The offense
and
wastes no
all
time
wait
getting
for a
the
touchdown.
timeout call.
That's why you
Second
need
down
LifeLock.
coming up with
That's
this
your
red zone
defense.
opportunity.
LifeLock monitors millions of data points
DB is
every
locked
second
up
for
tight
identity
on the
threats
receivers.
and alerts you fast.
Gets
If
it to
something
him
slips
on the
across the
screen.
line and your identity is stolen, LifeLock's full-space restoration
And they
specialists
kick it
will
in
fix
for
it
6 more
guaranteed
points.
for your money back. Plus, all plans are backed by the Millennium Hour Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse your plan limits if you lose money to identity theft. So while your team's focused on stopping the blitz, they should
got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
and save up to 40% your first year. Call
He'll bring it out. It's
1-800-LifeLock
Smith.
or go to lifelock.com. Use
Maybe a
promo
little
code
too
SERIOUS.
bold
That's
on that return
lifelock.com.
as he's out of
Promo code
bounds at the
SERIOUS for
11.
40% off. Terms and
South
conditions.
Florida has it back in the Bulls offense will
Watch
return to
fuck.
the field.
This
Now
GPS
you
gives
find
you
out just
directions
how
to
much of a
places that don't
gunslinger
make
you
sense.
are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick for your quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Use safety info at InspireSleep.com.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow.
Wants to go up top on first down.
Never thought in 20 years to use life insurance to unexpected happens. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in
One more
seconds.
snap
Apply
coming
in
before
minutes
juice
to get
boxes
same
and
day
orange
coverage.
slice.
No medical exams, and you can get up to
Still go to
$3
work
million
in there on
worth
second
of
down.
coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/win. That's ethos.com/win.
Comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
Sports Radio.
And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half.
The Giants and the Raiders. Oh boy. And the Giants, who I guess are up by 14 points, would be the losers in that scenario. It is 17-3 Giants over the Raiders in the third quarter. It is Sirius XM Fantasy Football Game Day along with
And he
Joe
takes
Dolan.
this from inside the 5.
Week 17
Nice
Fantasy
job by the kickoff
Championship
team.
being
Everybody
won
stayed in their
and
lanes, and
lost.
they'll stop him at
It's
the
time to
16.
celebrate the top fantasy performer
Oregon State
at
takes over,
every
ready to send the
position
offense
on
onto
the
the field.
day. Hopefully you
Not
have
sure
at
they
least
had to
one
adjust much as they'll try
in
to
your
build
lineup.
on this
Here are
lead.
your Week
They'll open
17
the second half on the
players
ground.
of glory.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I think think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right?
Come on,
Lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10.
For his second touchdown of the game. 5-3-4, shot close, he's already going on it. Touchdown.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term push, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the passes, want to make the decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously it was an
Touchdown. They'll give it to the back. He's got a yard out there,
There you have
30-yard
it,
line.
17 players of glory.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on running back, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive lines.
Got him downfield.
Look at all that fucking time, bro.
Big gainer down to the 43.
These guys.
And
And
the
Joe has
Beavers
honorable
look to keep this
mentions
drive
here
coming.
as well. Some real near misses here for guys who almost made players of glory. We got a salute from Jamar Chase, who came through with
From the
2
gun,
touchdowns
running back,
today.
looking for
No
room.
doubt about that.
That is
Let's
a
see
big
who else
win
we
for
got here.
this
Chris
defense
Godwin
as they were
had a
right
good
there
day
as
for
soon
the
as he
Tampa
got
Bay
the ball.
Bucks. And at running
The
back, how
Beavers
about
have put
Zach
themselves in
Charbonnet?
dire straits after that
He with
last
2
play,
rushing
2nd and a
touchdowns
mile.
and 110 rushing yards. And
Caught
that's
over the middle, it's Williams.
You know,
He's
for as
close
much
to
of
the
a
first
pain in
down,
the
but they're going to mark
as
him
Zach
just a little
Charbonnet has
short.
been for those who have been
I tell you,
Walker
this
this year.
quarterback has just been
Bottom
in
line
a
is
great
the guy's
rhythm
double
all
digit
game
rushing
long. With that
touchdowns.
last
And,
completion,
you know,
he's now
as far
over
as the role
300
they
yards
asked
passing.
him to play
They'll
this
move the
season,
tight end.
Zach Charbonnet did a good job.
But you also know on top of that, like,
They'll
it seems
run
like
for
today,
it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Comes out, runs for
That is
100
how
yards.
it's done on 3rd down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get there and clearly get the first down.
Because
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the defense. Easily picked that up.
Well, yeah.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
yards of scrimmage, and Charbonnet was falling into the end zone 10 times just because that's what he does. I'd be a lot
And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Yeah, so
Quarters
as
deep
of
in
right
the red
now,
zone, but they
Ken
can't
Walker
pick up
and
a
Zach
first down
Charbonnet
without
are
scoring.
RB30 and
Third down.
RB31 respectively on the
They'll
season
try to move
fantasy
the
points.
chains on the ground. Touchdown, Beavers!
They
And
are
they add 6 more to the board with that
so that
triple
includes
down.
today's effort. So Ken Walker, by the way, for as disappointing as the season has been, if he runs for 70 yards next week, Joe, he's going to hit 1,000. Packers are beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to
I'm
send
looking
the
at it here.
offense
So
back
Bill
onto
is
the
yeah,
field.
Bill has 776 yards. I feel like he was a non-factor, like perhaps season. Like,
They'll operate out of split
Wow.
back.
You know, you look at this and see A.J. Brown been playing in all year, and A.J. Brown's over 1,000 yards. Saquon
They'll
Barkley,
start this
it felt
drive
like he was
going to
running
the
into
air.
a brick wall for much of the season.
Incomplete.
You know,
Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense
yeah,
that
so
close
Saquon's
to an
going to
interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Yeah, Ashton Jenkins is another one. He's got a shot at 1,000 yards,
Motion
despite
from
the
the
fact that he's been running into a brick
Misfired
wall
on
all
first
year as
down,
well.
back to the air on 2nd. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll
He'll
be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to find out some room. The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive
Let's
on
go to
3rd
this
down.
game. Let's see if we can get this Giants beat up, because the Giants now have a first and goal at the Raider 8-yard line. Wandale is up to 10 catches now for 106 yards. Tyrone Tracy is up to 56 rushing yards. G-Man at the 6-yard line. Let's go live to the Giants offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Giants shuttle in the wide receivers.
Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its gun.
Just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And as he throws, another incompletion on third down.
More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very...
Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And try 28 yards from the center of the field. But
this offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Snap is good. Pick on the play.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy.
Well, Giants looking pretty hard here against a Raider team that has been pretty light this year. 20-3. Giants over the Raiders, and again, the loser of this game has the #1 overall pick in the 2026 NFL
and the defense doing a great job
the Raiders
to
go.
the runs.
No shortage
to the run like this, obviously,
the Raiders
you give up some plays in the passing game,
the Raiders
but you got to stop the run
so
first.
they need a quarterback, but they need so much more.
On second down.
You know, to be interesting to see what they decide to do with Carroll.
Picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Beavers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Just losing a year of development.
Completes the shuffle pass. And he's able to shed one tackle.
Now for maybe Chicago Bears. Maybe it worked out for the Bears because they tried to hire Ben Johnson last offseason. Ben Johnson was potentially in the mix. Decided to stay with the Lions. Maybe it worked out for the Bears.
The right read, gets a nice positive
He gets down the line so close to the first down marker,
but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Ultimately,
and on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
Even though he's got better
The
throughout the
holder's
year,
going to line it up right at the 30. This would be a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Here, so I think the Raiders, they get enough on the one pick.
And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
We
Looks
are
as if
at
we have
time
an injury
for
on
Joe
that last
Dolan.
play, and we'll
I'm
take a
Paul
break to
Kelly.
check him
Thank
out.
you, Mitchell and Page, for producing the show. We hope everybody gets the points they need to bring home a championship here in Week 17. Stay here for Elite Sports Game Time next on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Talk to you tomorrow morning at 7 Eastern.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
Are you losing? Are you winning?
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Yeah, complete thanks to the great defensive pressure they
trigger on the trade. That pressure got to him. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Only 2 matchups in our late NFL window and a battle of the playoff games. The Eagles dominating Bill 13-0. Buffalo in this game, Patriots, the AFC East title. New England Bulldogs Jets 42-10 behind 5 Drake May touchdown passes. Giants can clinch #1 pick in the draft for the lost Raiders, but
they'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Setting up the screen.
Giants radio at 7-6, and that made it 14-3. They work up on the Raiders 20-3 in the third quarter. NFL Radio keeping up to date on both contests and Sunday Drive on Channel 88. Browns beat the Steelers 13-6. Pittsburgh will host Baltimore in the AFC North title game next week. Panthers at the Bucs to name likely NFC South pick this week. The October Carolina 27-10. Dolphins top pick day 20-17. Jaguars beat the Colts 23-17. Jacksonville wins the AFC South league victory over the Titans next week. Bengals lost the Cardinals. Saints rally the Titans. NBA Warriors up on the Raptors 120-115 fourth quarter on Canada Tops 167. Steph Curry 39 for Golden State. Thunder up on Sixers late 129-104 on NBA Radio 86. Followed by Celtics and Blazers. Lightning Canadians just wondering the first convention on NHL Network Radio Channel 1. College Hoop 415 Texas Tech right at Denver 87-50.
Really nice big clean hit. The defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Miami for some time. They're up by 26 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel, they're playing dime. So you need your receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He wants to go deep.
Russ, what's going on, man? It's great winning mode. How you doing?
He's brought down, but this
a lot of
freshman is
chaos, not only
afraid
today,
to
but
take
we
a
have 3
shot.
games on Saturday,
Bulls are in the
Thursday game. It
And
is,
the
it
best
is a
thing about
wild
this, the
time
offense
in
can't
the
worry about
fantasy
the
football
scoreboard.
world,
Just keep
especially
trying to
with
make
injuries.
plays like that,
We're gonna
Jesse.
take
I know a
down,
lot of
we're
people
gonna
in the stadium
win.
probably feel like this game is over.
Yes,
Maybe it's
sir.
been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go up top on second and short. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Russell Blake.
He's looking to throw on third and short.
He's on his way.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over and knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Speaking of rookies here, Ashton Gentile against the very threatening Giants team. He is just third.
Running in the open space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
and Jackson Darby are going to grade a little bit later on. But hey, look at the Giants are looking to get a little bit of a secure top draft spot right here.
The give
They're
to
not
the
doing
back.
a great job.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose
Yeah, they
3.
wanted to get Wandale
The
Robinson
Beavers
his
with
catches
a
and
long
yards,
way
which
to
they
go
did in the
after
first
the loss
half.
on the last
Now
play.
you think I was joking, put Tommy DeVito in there or something like
Johnson
that.
wants to
Apparently
throw
he's
it.
on the Patriots now.
Finds his
So
tight
they
end.
can't do that
They
today.
bring him
We
down,
got a
but a
little
solid
shot
pickup to put them in
and
position
rushing
to pick up a
touchdown.
first
There were a
down.
lot of folks
It's
thinking
so
about
important
playing
that this
Jackson
offense is
Darby.
able to
If you
stay on
did, you're
schedule.
already
What
in
that
the
means
clear.
is keeping
Have the
third
field
downs
set.
manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Beavers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
There's an obvious connection there. The target volume has been there. He's had some big games. He's gotten into the end zone.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but it stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
They've got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stops on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives
out
in.
of the Danny Amendola range.
With the catch, it's Nimrod.
He's getting
Stopped
further
at
down
the
the field, and we
44,
saw
but he got 10 on
an
the
increase
play.
in QB play to do for
Finally, some signs of
course,
life from
Wandale
this offense,
Robinson
which has
out
done
the
nothing in the second
So
half. It's
it's
first
not like
and
he's
10.
some guy off the street, but
He wants to take the
I don't
top
think
off.
anyone expected,
And that
even the
incomplete pass
biggest, even his,
caused by the
even
big
Wandale's
hit on
biggest
first down,
expected
second down
to be
coming.
a perennial
So
guy
now
in
it's
contention.
second and long.
It's holiday. Nicer than that. Russ, come on. Where's the holiday?
He leaves it
cheer?
with his
Nick,
back.
He's the best player
And the
out there
defense
playing
holds
now.
firm. No pickup at all on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43.
We don't know what
From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time.
We
don't know.
That's just it.
Man, that's a great example of why no personnel. He just doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10.
I don't know if you guys haven't seen that Malik Neighbors.
They want that clock to
It's
run.
actually really fun.
Got enough for the
Fantasy
first.
football related.
Brought down
But
just
as you mentioned,
outside the
get
red
Neighbors
zone. He
back
moves
next
the
year.
chains. It's
Of
at
course,
the
he's going to be
22.
the high volume weapon.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10.
Obviously will be the priority.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the
Doesn't
tackle.
mean this guy
And that
can't
first
have it.
defender was
Look at
just
what we have
waving
going
at
on.
him after that
Rams
sweet move. He picked up the first
Well,
down.
I mean, but
It's
you know, for
first
Rams
down
general,
from the
I mean,
11.
you had Bill Adams and Cooper getting fed here. Meanwhile,
He'll
we're
ride his
seeing
man
the
on the
Raiders
option.
start to keep it.
Now
They've
the
got
pitch.
3 points on the board here.
And they're
Those
going to
that
score
maybe
again.
haven't mentioned
Yet
yet
another
is this
touchdown as they just
right
add their
here
total.
with the Raiders knocking on the
And this always is the debate of
Let's
where
go
you
out.
fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
2-point conversion. And you had everything worked out again. This is an unbelievable play by Tay Banks. Does something. It knocks that pass down.
They go to the ground.
It's giving up
Just searching and working for the running move as he gets it out to the 26.
I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way through.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Tyler,
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
You got two things going on right now, and then what do we have? Oh, reliable.
He'll try to tack on one more.
As Tyler Lockett in that broadcast here, but the Raiders get into the end zone here. Lockett in his second catch of the day.
Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing him on the touchdown run finished it off. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. You know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block, and they blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. Most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
He's running off the field.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
He was a fantasy weapon.
And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day.
Wednesday with noon Eastern on the Elite Plus Network on YouTube. And I had Rich on, and we were talking about tight end injuries, and I said, who's out there would you say you invest in championship week? Michael Mayer brought up here. Look at Michael Mayer, 7 for 72. And I'm sure you got a decent amount of Trey Tucker questions, too. He right now is 5 for 49. The Michael Mayer thing was really rough because he was a fantastic tight end prospect out of Notre Dame, almost a first rounder a few years ago. And then they draft Brock Bowers, and he's been put on the shelf of the blocking the last couple of years. So while Mayer probably won't produce until his rookie contract up, it is a good name to remember because he is very good and he is going to get paid in free agency. And man, you're right. He was kind of like, we thought maybe he was going to be the guy, but then they did get Brock Bowers there too. Gotta say this, it's very interesting with what went on with Max Crosby too. He wanted to play, they wanted to play, so yeah. Pete Carroll kind of standing up for his player though.